Nirvana, Soundgarden,
Weezer, Jeff Buckley.
So many bands have been in this building.
Hi, I'm Jim Drastic from 11 Films. And in less than 2 weeks, the Dangerous Ones podcast is going to launch. And Tiffany, Nick, and myself wanted to take you, our friends, our family, along the journey of what it took to turn this space from just a dream into the ultimate podcast studio. Enjoy. Check, check, check. How's that sound in your ear?
I know. Jesus Christ.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
So we were sitting in Jim and Tiffany's living room on election night, and we were super freaking depressed about what had just happened.
This might be the way we're going.
It wasn't going too great. And we were depressed. It was bad. We fought. We came all this way. You said we were going to win, and then we didn't. And it felt like unfinished business.
And we decided that, hey, if we're going to stay in this game, we are going to do something different.
Jim and I immediately call up Mick.
We had been talking to Nick a little bit about our plans moving forward past election. We had mentioned to him, hey, why don't we all do the podcast thing together? And he was like, hell yes, let's do it.
We kind of jumped right in.
We had been making 11 films for a number of years, and we wanted to kind of grow.
Jim and I built a podcast studio in our house. When you do that, it comes into the dining room, and then it comes into the living room, and now you're in the kitchen. And it's like, it's not a big house.
We haven't even done a show yet, and we've already outgrown this space.
We all kind of look at each other and we're like, the camera angles are off. It's too damn small in here. You know, if we're serious about this thing, we need something a little bit bigger.
Who came up with this building?
I think Jim found this location because I know I didn't find it, and Nick said he didn't find it.
Craigslist had what looked to be the perfect space. I went, this can't be true. I showed it to Tiffany, and she was like, I don't know. And then I showed it to Nick.
Immediately we were like, wait, is that the...
This legendary music venue.
Nirvana, Soundgarden,
Weezer, Jeff Buckley.
So many bands have been in this building, and it feels like that.
it just has such a great vibe here. It's almost like the ghosts of these bands are here, but in a good way.
Everything was converted. The bottom level has some restaurants. This space used to be a tattoo parlor when we first moved in here.
When we first walked in here with the leasing agent, there was somebody getting a tattoo right where the tables are behind me.
The skylight was up there.
Nick and I took one look at that skylight and we were like, you're outvoted, 2-1, we're taking it. There's a full kitchen, full bathroom.
It's got a fucking bathtub in there.
Big windows along the side here, lots of natural light.
The fern, did we even name the fern? We should have named it, Gus. It's just like this entity that lives above this beautiful clawfoot tub that none of us are ever going to use now because we can't figure out how to get this giant fern out of the bathroom.
And we just said, oh yeah, this is our spot.
Talk to me a little bit about the physical moving in.
We got the keys January 2nd.
The whole month of January was just one long moving in process. It was like buying furniture, buying tables, buying paint and painting the walls.
The colors are from our logo, the teal and orange.
The color scheme we all kind of agreed on.
beachy meets Portland. It's very millennial. It's very Gen X. It feels fun.
I had surgery coming up, so I couldn't actually lift a lot of the things that needed to come up here. Tiffany and Nick really came through.
I spent like a couple of days doing that, and the third day, I was like, oh, shit. I had some sciatica for quite a while. I missed an episode, actually.
After the teal and orange, it was all Tiffany.
They were just like, just please fix it. Please, when I open my eyes, please make it pretty. So I did.
Is your refill in your coffee?
Oh my God.
Oh, bad.
Tiffany jumped in and really, I think, achieved a bit of rock and roll,
There was a lot of painting. There was a lot of cleaning.
a bit of industrial.
Cabinets and chairs and tables.
Very thankful that we had her on board, because it would be the podcast tables and a couple of cardboard boxes to sit on over there.
We put all of our desks next to the window.
We started with the main podcast area. We now have a live podcast area.
So much care went into putting this place together.
Thanks, Phil. It was pretty fucking hard.
Check. This is the first check of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a check. This is how we check in the big time, okay?
The main thing that we've been focused on here for the first 6 months is this space you see behind me, which is where we shoot our core podcast.
We've got a lease for 3 years, and the only, I would re-sign here in 2 seconds, but I can see it becoming too big for this place.
We're trying to build something really big here, and it could be that we end up outgrowing this space.
We've had senators in here. We've had heads of unions in here. So it will constantly evolve. It already has evolved some, and it will constantly evolve still.